Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new interesting piece of tech that I recently picked up. I actually saw this advertised in another video. They were talking about different techs that you should pick up and stuff like that, and I decided to pick it up just to test it out for myself. And this is the D11, and you might be asking yourself, what is the D11? And basically, this is a label maker. So yeah, doesn't sound very interesting, but let me tell you, this is one of those things that if you have a lot of gear and you want to keep it organized, or you want to know where anything is, this would definitely come in handy. Labeling your gear is a great way to make sure that you know where all your stuff is and how to get it very easily. So let me go ahead and open it up so you guys can see. Now, the key thing about this that I saw from when it was being advertised was, one, the ease of use. Obviously, you're not going to want something that's hard to use, but also just the the form factor. Again, it's not your typical label maker like you would find before, where you would have to move around, the wheel if you go back that far, or the electronic ones where it actually kind of prints it out on the screen. Those are always really hard because some of the buttons do different things and you have to kind of figure out how to use it. So taking this out of the packaging, you have your actual label maker right here. You have an instruction manual here, or user manual. I always recommend with any type of electronics that you go ahead and read through your user manual, make sure that you know exactly how to use what it is that you are looking at. And then you have a charging cable here. So this is micro USB to USB. Again, kind of wish that it was updated to USB-C, because that's pretty much where everything is going nowadays. But also, for the price of this, can't remember exactly how much I paid, but I think it was sub $40 through Amazon. I'll leave a link below where I picked it up on the Amazon site if you guys are interested in picking up one up. But again, sub $40, there's going to be some cutbacks and stuff like that. So it does have a micro USB to USB cable here. So let me go ahead and set everything aside, and we'll take a look at it. All right, so I went ahead and took the printer out of the bag there, and here it is. There's a nice kind of matte white finish to it, very unassuming. Very easy to to store, take around with you if you wanted to. You have this little kind of rubber strap on the side here that you can maybe hang this off of something or not. I mean, don't think it's really necessary, but there it is. So looking through the instructions, it basically tells you to go ahead and slide this button off over to the left, and this actually opens up this top lid. And inside here is already it does come with the piece of the paper, the printing paper that you're going to be doing with, printing your stuff on. So it does say open here. So it's got a little sticker there, a little tab that you go ahead and take out, and the paper opens up. Now, if you see here, they have the labels are individual right here, and basically what it's telling you is to, once you take that off, to go ahead and slide it back in, and you got to make sure that you have 1 to 2 inches of the paper sticking out off the side right there. So you just have one label there that you're going to be sticking out the side. Again, it tells you 1 to 2, and then make sure that the label sticker is side down towards the on-off button, and that's what this is right here. You go ahead and close it back up, and that is nice and shut. And then you go ahead and press the on button here. So it says to long press the on button to activate the printer. I'm actually reading this off of the instructions, so I press that. There you go. You got some tunes there. I'm not sure. Yep, there it is. That little LED blue light is blinking there. So now it asks to go ahead and download the application. So I will do that and get right back to you. All right, once you've gone ahead and downloaded the application, it's very easy to set up the printer with the application on the phone itself. Now, it is available for both Android and iOS devices. I didn't show you just because it went so quickly. I was trying to test it out to see, but once it's downloaded, you're basically greeted by this screen right here. The application is actually called Niimbot, Niimbot, so very easy to find in either your Android or iOS application pages where you would normally download your apps. So then you get to this section here, again, this is kind of like the landing. Now you do have a couple different templates. You can scan stuff if you want to. Obviously, when you purchase different types of the printer paper and stuff like that. Once you, if you use a particular printer, you can go ahead and either log in and have templates. And then also the app will recognize what type of paper or print, the type of labels that you have in the printer itself. So it's telling you this is the one that you have right there, which is the T1240 160 white, which is the one that came with the printer itself. Obviously, if you wanted to do different colors, designs, and stuff like that, you can go ahead and do that. Now at the bottom here, you do have a little plus sign that says new. You can go right in there. And then this is where you're actually going to be creating the label that you want to go ahead and use. So right up here it says double click to edit text. This is where you're going to write in whatever it is that you want. And then on the bottom here it gives you a lot of different options of things to do. So the reason that I wanted to showcase this printer here is because I've been picking up a lot of gear that comes with chargers, and some of them are similar, some of them are proprietary. So I'll give you an example. I just picked up this Olight Arcfeld UV here, and if you guys are familiar with Olights, you know that most of their rechargeable flashlights use the magnetic section right at the bottom here of some of their lights. So it comes with this charging setup here. So it's like a little puck, and then you have a USB that will go into whatever it is that's powering the device or the charger. So these, I have a bunch of them, but if you see right in here, some of them are specific for the type of flashlight that you are going to be charging, as is this one. So I wanted a cool and easy way to label my charger so I know which light that it goes with. And that's where the charger here, or the label maker here comes into play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and double click here, and it brings up your keyboard, and I'm going to basically label this what the flashlight is. So this is called the Arcfeld. And this particular model is the UV model. So as you can see there, it says Arcfeld UV. So I'll go ahead and hit OK right here. And once I do that, it gives you a lot more options as far as things to do. So you can bold, underline, italicize. You can kind of put wherever you want it to be justified. So center, left, or right. You can make it bigger. So if you drag this, it'll make it a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. So let's say we'll put it at 14 right there. You can show, it says right here, character arrangements. So if you want it to go from left to right, if you want it to go up and down, if you want it to go on a curve or something like that, you can go ahead and do that. It says wrap by word. So if it's too big or something like that and you want to wrap it, you have the ability of the text to be black, or if you want it to be red. It says, okay, so you need a 2-color printer. So this one, unfortunately, is not. Oh, actually, yes, it is. Sorry. It does change at the top right there. So you can have it black, you can have it red. And then you can reverse the type, so if you want it to go the other way. And then at the bottom here, you have different buttons that says font. So you have a couple different fonts there. Spacing, so if you want it to be wider, maybe take up a little bit more of the sticker itself or the label itself, you can do that. So obviously a bunch of different things. And then once you're done, you can actually save it right down there, or you can go ahead and print it. So I'm going to hit print. And then right here, now it tells you the direction that it's going. So it's printing like this. The printer, how many copies, and then the density of the printer, it's default to 2. So I'll go ahead and leave it like that. Let me move this off to the side. I'll hit print right here, and then we'll see what happens. There it is. It says printing, and it printed. And then on the screen here, it said successful or something like that. I didn't really see it. I kind of went through too fast. Okay, so unfortunately, this printed on the section that the little plastic thing was on. So let me go ahead and take this off. You have a little serrated edge at the top that you can go ahead and rip off like that. So that's easy. And let me go ahead and print it again. Very easy. So just hit print. And there it is, printed. And go ahead and take it off again. And here you go. So now this is, this little label now says Arcfeld UV. So I can go ahead and take this off. And my plan was just going to be to attach this to the bottom section right here of the USB portion. And look at that. It's almost a perfect fit. Now I know that this is the charger for the arc felt UV. So again, if you're the type of person that has a lot of different electronic things that you need to label and stuff like that, now I'll just go back on this and it is still there, but I can go ahead and go back, and now it gives you the ability to save, don't save, so if I wanted to save that, I don't necessarily have to save it, so I'll just hit don't save, and it'll take you right back to that screen right there. So again, as I was saying, if you're the type of person that has a lot of different things that you need to label, electronics or something like that, this is really cool because you can do pretty much everything off of the phone itself. It is still actually on. Let me see. Yep. So if I press it, oh, it printed it again. Oh, so if you press that button, it prints it again. Okay, that's interesting. I don't kind of like how sensitive that was, but let me go ahead and press and hold. Let's see if that does it. Yep, press and hold, turns it off. And then right on the side here, don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little window where you can actually see how much of the tape or the labels is left. So that's nice. You don't have to go ahead and open it. And then at the very bottom right here, you just have the charging port for your micro USB charger. So I think this is a great option, especially if you're a techie person like myself. Maybe you have a lot of gear that you want to make sure that is kept labeled, so that way you can easily find it or keep it more organized or something like that. Again, I have a ton of chargers, so this is a great option for all those chargers, especially when you have flashlights and things like that that have either proprietary chargers, or you have a particular charger that goes with a light or a device or something like that, then this is going to be a good option for that. So again, this is the D11 label maker from Niimbot. I'll go ahead and leave a link below to the Amazon page where I went ahead and purchased this if you guys are interested in picking up. And obviously they have a lot of other accessories that go along with this as far as the labels and things like that go. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.